everybody. Andy here at Game Montoya, and we're back for round 3 of another Vintage League. We're playing the Rock today. Let's see. How does this hand look? It's a little bit clunky, I guess. We got the basic swamp here, but we do have Force of Vigor up. We got a mental misstep. I think this might be worth keeping. It's a little bit sus, but if we can find a fetch, we can attempt to Ancestral. When I'm calling this the Rock, like technically it's bug, but this is literally the only 3 cards in the deck that are blue. There is no other. Portent, you can have Portent. I'm not going to fight you over that. So it looks like we're playing against Doomsday, and this is definitely one of our worst matchups. Endurance was actually a really good draw, because against Doomsday, that's a big gamer. Except they want to daze that. I am perfectly fine with that. I am all for life loss right now. This is all helping. I guess they're desperately looking for a land here. Or something like a ritual, but we'll see. Gosh, wow. I'm gonna let the ponder go here. I think we're really gonna have to pick and choose our spot where we're gonna fight. We have so little interaction in our deck. So this is what's interesting here. My opponent is going to go for it, and I think that's okay. Like, I don't think I care that much. Double ritual. Wow, okay. Do I hit this? I have no daze. They can force a will. They have a force of will. Okay. Okay. Demonic Consultation. Just going to get a Doomsday. Okay. Or a Black Lotus. Let's see what they mill here. Oh, they didn't mill much. Reveals Doomsday. Okay. They did not lose an Oracle. Okay. Like, we know they have 2 lands in hand. I got rid of Flusterstorm. I mean, it's going to be hard for me to win from here, but it's possible. The question is, can they win from this spot? I guess if they have a Street Wraith. So, I mean, my opponent has 5 cards in hand, but they've gone for an Ancestral Lotus, double Oracle, Time Walk, Force of Will, Daze. These are all cards that they could have, or do have. Fetch would be really nice here. That is not what I'm looking for, unfortunately. I feel like I can't really open myself up to days here by tapping out for the Liberator. I'd like to, but I just, days is too high prevalence here. Yep. Probably dead, I guess, depending on where they put the force. Let's see. We got days beat. Yep, they had it. Okay. Well done. I think choke is reasonable. Collector Roof is definitely good. Like, these are not what I want. Theomancer's terrible. Like, we're gonna have some stuff in here that's not ideal. Maybe a Sudden Edict is pretty good. Feed the Swarm. So try something like that. Once again, we have some cards in our deck that are not ideal here. Believe it or not, that was one of the better hands that we could have had last game with Endurance and Mental Misstep. And once again, very awkward hand. Put the Decay away. I mean, Decay is actually not too bad. Get rid of that Time Walk, maybe. Can't cast it right now. This can at least hit an Oracle. Chooses to shuffle. That's good for me. I'm going to try and get Dark Confidant down here. It's a bit greedy. Okay, my opponent's thinking about this. Okay. Nice. I mean, we could still die here. My opponent shuffled though last turn, so there may be weakness there. That was a good one. I think I'm going to, because I have Endurance here, I think I'm just going to slam a second Dark Confidant down. It's risky, guys, but I feel like because we have the Misstep and the Endurance here, we have a shot. Okay, so they forced that one, and they got rid of Daze. They could have just dazed me. Didn't want to temple themselves out there? Interesting. Yeah, interesting line. Wasteland. Oppo. Land, please. They want a consultation, so they're going for consultation kill. But I missed really badly. I feel like I counter this. I think it's worth it. Okay. Well, I guess I died to a consultation here. Yep. Yeah, nothing I can do about it. I guess the endurance might work. Yikes. Just by the hair on my chinny chin chin, eh? They had a nice hand there. I just feel like this is just garbage. Like, it's just... Feed the Swarm's terrible too, but... I shouldn't say it's garbage. It's not great in this particular matchup. I mean, Feed the Swarm is not good either, but... Alright, I mean, this is awkward. Do I gamble on it? I think so. It's got a misstep and an endurance in it. I need to find a land. It's risky. Alright, did not counter me, so that's something. Okay, found a second land. That's good. Moving towards Op Agent here. Bottom, come on. Nice. Okay, that's pretty good that that's in. I don't know if they have removal, but me being able to get that into play is solid. Just Ancestral, I guess. Dark Ritual, okay. Not liking my chances here, guys. they got 3 cards in hand. But much like the first game, I mean, I'm pretty vulnerable right now. The only good thing is that the Lotus kill is currently off. And if there's any way that I can get this, I mean, it's too late for the op agent now. Let's see. I mean, we still have endurance here. We are very vulnerable to daze. The problem is the ancestral is just a little bit too much for me to be able to combat because they put counter magic in it in their hand, and I don't have anything to combat that. Oh, it's so funny they have running Tabernacle. It seems really bad versus me. Okay, they are passing. That's actually pretty decent. I think it is anyways. I feel like if I make them sacrifice the Oracle, they cannot counter this, and they may have a spell on the stack. So we can play around days at first with the endurance, depending on how things shake down. Okay, that's pretty good. Okay, not much I can do about that. Okay, Street Wraith. So what happens if I put these all on the bottom of their library right now? I'm still in trouble though, right? Because this puts them down to 0. I think I'm going to endurance now. Okay. Not ideal. They're going to have 2 cards here. How many oracles did they keep? There's 1 oracle. So if they go for this here, I think Sudden Edict might win it for me. Because they have to sacrifice the oracle. I mean, they have the oracle in hand. It's just a matter of do they want to go for it. And if they don't, I will flash Op Agent. End of turn. Like, there's no way my opponent's predicting this. The fact that this can't be countered is pretty big, so they are going for it, it looks like. Well, yep. Okay. That's both their oracles, right? Doomsday, okay. Oh, they put the oracle back in. That's really good. Oh, how interesting. I thought I might have had them there, but I guess it depends how they put their library back a particular way. Down to 2 life, 5 cards. Okay, well, probably not going to be good enough for me here. I guess that is an answer. What an interesting game this has been. It's one of the more uh, uh, interesting games of. Let's see if we can get this in. It's probably not going to resolve, but I'm going to try. They can't. They don't want to force a will. Well, I guess they do. All right. Well, I guess that's something. I could endurance here, but I think just holding up that decay is probably where I want to be because they cannot counter it. Now, if they have Ancestral here and they go down to 0 cards in their draw, that line does not work. And that's what they're doing. Smart. Right, so what happens here is this puts them to 6. They draw 3, they go down to 2, and they just win. If I let the Ancestral resolve, how many forces do they have left? 1, 2, 3. There is another force in there. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. It's really good. If I let this resolve, right, I put it on now. But they can't force me. They cannot force a will me because they're at 1 life. So the force of will is not enough. So I let this resolve. I don't think they can stop this. No other spell in their deck works. So I just let them go about their business. We did it. What a crazy game. That feels incredible to win that chess match. Credence to my opponent. They played that so very well. I thought I had them after the sudden edict. And and they just recast Doomsday and set their pile again. It was I've never seen that before, but regardless, I hope you guys enjoyed that. That was a great match, and please hit the like and subscribe button, and we'll see you next time.